Have you ever walked out of Dollar Tree feeling like you scored an incredible bargain? What if I told you that some of those great deals might actually be costing you far more than you realize? Today, we're uncovering the hidden truths behind Dollar Tree shopping habits that millions of people overlook every week. From sneaky pricing tricks and shrinking product sizes to health concerns and surprisingly smart buys, this list could completely change the way you shop forever. And before you dismiss this as another anti-dollar store rant, stay until the end. Because while there are definitely products you should avoid at all costs, there are also a few hidden gems that savvy shoppers buy every single time they visit. Let's start with the biggest change that quietly transformed Dollar Tree without most shoppers fully noticing. 1. The end of the true dollar store era. For decades, Dollar Tree built its reputation on one simple promise: everything cost $1. That promise created a powerful habit. Shoppers stopped checking price tags because they never had to. If it was on the shelf, it was $1. Simple. But that changed dramatically in 2021. Dollar Tree officially raised its base price from $1 to $1.25 across all stores nationwide. Since then, many products have climbed even higher, with some reaching $1.50 and entire Dollar Tree Plus sections offering products priced from $3 to $7. The issue isn't inflation. Everyone understands prices rise over time. The problem is that many shoppers still walk into Dollar Tree with the same mindset they had 10 or 20 years ago. They assume everything is automatically a bargain simply because it's inside a store called Dollar Tree. Today's Dollar Tree is no longer a true dollar store. It's a multi-price retailer wearing the same familiar name. That small mental disconnect can quietly drain hundreds of dollars from your budget each year because many customers continue tossing items into their carts without comparing prices elsewhere. And that's exactly where the next trap begins. 2. The unit price trap that makes cheap food more expensive. Picture this. You're standing in the Dollar Tree food aisle holding a small jar of salsa. Right next to it, you remember seeing a larger jar at Walmart for a higher price. Your brain immediately tells you, this one is cheaper. Into the cart it goes. But here's what many shoppers never realize. The lower sticker price often hides a much higher cost per ounce. In many cases, products sold in smaller packages at dollar stores can cost significantly more than larger versions sold at big box retailers. You're paying less upfront, but getting far less value for every dollar spent. Manufacturers know exactly how consumers shop. Most people compare the price printed on the shelf, not the amount of product they're actually getting. That's why smaller packages create the illusion of savings. Dollar Tree didn't invent this strategy, but their business model relies heavily on it. Small package sizes make products appear budget-friendly, even when they aren't. Fortunately, avoiding this trap is incredibly simple. Before buying, divide the price by the product's weight or ounces. Compare that number with similar products at other stores. That quick 10-second calculation reveals the real deal. Because saving 50 cents today means nothing if you're paying 30% more over the course of an entire year. And while overpaying for food is frustrating, the next problem is even sneakier because most shoppers don't notice it until weeks later. 3. The shrinkflation trick that quietly drains your budget. Have you ever wondered why you seem to be buying certain household essentials more often than you used to? The toilet paper runs out faster. The paper towels don't last as long. The snack bags seem emptier. Yet somehow you can't pinpoint exactly what's changed. That's because of a strategy called shrinkflation. Instead of raising prices in obvious ways, manufacturers reduce the amount of product inside the package while keeping the packaging nearly identical. The price tag may stay the same, but the value you receive slowly shrinks. It's a tactic that's difficult for shoppers to notice. Most people would immediately react to a price increase, but few notice when a toilet paper roll contains fewer sheets, when each sheet becomes slightly smaller, or when product weight quietly decreases by a few ounces. Over time, these tiny reductions add up. Dollar Tree isn't the only retailer affected by shrinkflation. However, stores focused on maintaining low price points often create additional pressure on suppliers to reduce costs wherever possible, and consumers end up absorbing those hidden cuts without realizing it. The best defense against shrinkflation is learning what numbers actually matter. For products like toilet paper, ignore the large print advertising the number of rolls. Instead, look for the total square footage listed somewhere on the packaging. For food products, compare the net weight. For cleaning products, check the total volume. Two products with identical packaging and similar prices can differ dramatically in the amount of product you're actually getting. The cheapest looking option isn't always the best value. But while shrinkflation slowly impacts your wallet, the next issue costs something many people value even more than money: your time. 4. Why shopping at the wrong time can waste your entire evening. Imagine stopping by Dollar Tree after work. You only need a handful of items. You expect to be in and out within 10 minutes. Instead, you walk inside and find a checkout line stretching halfway across the store. Only one register is open. The cashier looks exhausted. 20 minutes later, you finally leave with your purchases, wondering where your evening disappeared. For many shoppers, this isn't bad luck. It's part of Dollar Tree's operating model. To maintain low prices, labor costs are kept extremely tight. Many locations operate evening shifts with minimal staff, often leaving only a manager and a cashier handling the entire store. That creates several problems for customers. Longer checkout lines, less employee assistance, slower restocking, and a higher chance that popular items are already sold out by the time you arrive. Experienced Dollar Tree shoppers have learned that timing can dramatically change the entire shopping experience. Morning visits, especially during midweek, often offer the best results. Shelves tend to be better stocked, stores are less crowded, and employees have more availability to help locate products. Meanwhile, late afternoon and evening shopping can mean empty shelves, longer waits, and more frustration. The difference isn't just convenience, it's efficiency. One shopper spends 15 minutes completing their list and moving on with their day. Another spends half an hour standing in line, only to discover that several items they needed aren't available anymore. Saving money is important, but so is valuing your time. Because sometimes a bargain isn't really a bargain if it costs you an hour you'll never get back. And while wasted time is frustrating, the next issue raises concerns that go far beyond inconvenience. It involves something much more important: food safety. 5. The hidden risks behind certain frozen foods. A frozen steak at Dollar Tree can look perfectly normal. The packaging appears intact, the color looks fine, and the lower price tag makes it seem like an easy way to save money. But food safety isn't something you can judge by appearance alone. What matters most is what happens before that product ever reaches your shopping cart. Frozen foods depend on an unbroken cold chain. From manufacturing facilities to distribution centers, delivery trucks, store stockrooms, and finally the freezer aisle, products must remain at safe temperatures throughout the entire journey. When staffing is limited, employees are often juggling multiple responsibilities at once. That means frozen products may not always be moved into freezers as quickly as ideal conditions would require. Even temporary temperature fluctuations can increase the risk of bacterial growth, especially in meat and seafood products. The problem is that consumers usually can't detect these issues. You can't see bacteria, you can't smell early spoilage, and you often won't discover a problem until after the food has already been prepared and consumed. Another concern involves nutritional quality. Many budget frozen meals and processed frozen foods contain significantly higher amounts of sodium and preservatives to extend shelf life and maintain flavor during long distribution periods. For individuals managing high blood pressure, heart conditions, or following a low-sodium diet recommended by their doctor, these products may not be the best option. This doesn't mean every frozen item at Dollar Tree is unsafe. However, when it comes to products like frozen meat and seafood, many shoppers prefer purchasing them from retailers with larger grocery operations and more specialized food handling systems. Saving a few dollars is always appealing, but when health is involved, value should never come at the expense of safety and peace of mind. And if you think frozen foods are the biggest health concern on this list, the next section may surprise you even more, because it involves products many people trust without thinking twice: over-the-counter medications and supplements. 6. The medication aisle. What every shopper should know. When most people shop for over-the-counter medications, they assume one simple thing: medicine is medicine. If 2 bottles contain the same active ingredient, why pay more for one over the other? In many situations, that logic makes perfect sense. However, medications and dietary supplements are very different from everyday household products. Quality control matters tremendously because these are products you're putting directly into your body. Over the years, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has issued warnings involving certain medications sold by Dollar Tree that originated from foreign manufacturers that failed to meet approved U.S. manufacturing standards. These were not counterfeit products. They contained real medications. The concern centered around manufacturing oversight and whether the facilities consistently met the quality standards expected by U.S. regulators. For consumers, that distinction is important. When buying vitamins and supplements, many healthcare professionals recommend looking for independent certifications such as USP, United States Pharmacopeia, or NSF International. These organizations verify that products contain the ingredients listed on the label and that they meet established quality standards. Without third-party verification, consumers have fewer assurances regarding consistency, purity, and dosage accuracy. For occasional purchases, such as basic pain relievers used infrequently, some shoppers may feel comfortable choosing lower-cost alternatives. But for products you rely on regularly, blood pressure medications, sleep aids, supplements recommended by your physician, or medications that play an important role in managing your health. Many experts recommend purchasing them from established pharmacies with strong quality assurance practices. The goal isn't to create fear, it's to encourage informed decisions. Saving a few dollars is always satisfying, but when it comes to products that directly affect your health, confidence in quality and safety should always come first. Fortunately, the next category shifts away from health concerns and back towards something every parent understands all too well: the frustration of buying the same item over and over again because it simply doesn't last. 7. Why cheap school supplies and toys can cost you more. At first glance, Dollar Tree seems like the perfect place to save money on school supplies and toys. A notebook for just over $1, packs of pens at prices that seem impossible to beat, affordable toys that make great rewards or quick gifts. But sometimes the lowest upfront cost ends up becoming the most expensive choice in the long run. Many parents have experienced this firsthand. The notebook cover tears after just a few weeks inside a backpack. The pens stop working long before the ink should run out. Glue sticks dry out before they're even halfway used. Individually, these problems may seem minor, but when you find yourself replacing the same items multiple times throughout the school year, the savings disappear quickly. In some cases, you may spend more than if you had purchased slightly higher quality products from the beginning. Timing also plays a major role. During back-to-school season, major retailers like Walmart and Target frequently offer deep discounts on notebooks, folders, crayons, and other classroom essentials. These promotions can sometimes provide better overall value when both price and durability are considered. When it comes to toys, the conversation becomes even more important. Young children often explore the world by putting objects into their mouths, making product safety a top priority for parents and caregivers. Over the years, certain inexpensive toy products sold across various discount retailers have faced recalls or failed to meet safety standards involving materials and manufacturing quality. This doesn't mean every toy sold at Dollar Tree is unsafe. However, for toys intended for infants and toddlers, many parents prefer purchasing from retailers known for stricter quality controls and established safety standards. Dollar Tree still serves a useful purpose. Single-use party favors, seasonal decorations, basic craft materials. These can all offer excellent value. But for school supplies, children depend on every day, and toys designed for very young kids, spending a little more upfront may save both money and frustration later. Because sometimes, the cheapest option becomes expensive when you have to buy it twice. And speaking of unexpected frustrations, the next issue catches many shoppers completely off guard. It happens after you've already paid and walked out of the store. 8. The return policy. Surprise that many shoppers discover too late. Imagine this. You're preparing for your child's birthday party and buy extra paper plates, plastic cups, and decorations just to be safe. After getting home, you realize you purchased far more than you actually need. No problem, right? You kept the receipt, the items are unopened, and most major retailers allow returns without much hassle. Unfortunately, this is where many Dollar Tree shoppers encounter an unpleasant surprise. Unlike stores such as Walmart or Target, Dollar Tree generally does not offer traditional cash refunds. In many locations, returns are limited to exchanges for items of equal value, and store policies may vary depending on the location. For shoppers expecting a straightforward refund process, this can be frustrating. The biggest issue isn't necessarily the policy itself. It's that many customers don't learn about it until they attempt to return their items. By that point, they've already made a second trip to the store, waited in line, and discovered that their options are much more limited than expected. This often leads to one of two outcomes. Either customers exchange the products for something they don't actually need, or they leave the store feeling disappointed and stuck with unwanted purchases. The easiest way to avoid this situation is to shop more intentionally. Double-check quantities before purchasing party supplies or seasonal decorations. Inspect products carefully while still in the store. And if you're buying large quantities, consider asking an employee about the current return policy before checking out, since policies can occasionally vary by location. A few extra minutes of planning can prevent unnecessary stress later, because saving money should never leave you regretting your purchase. But if everything we've discussed so far makes Dollar Tree sound like nothing but bad news, don't give up just yet. The next section reveals how some incredibly savvy shoppers transform inexpensive Dollar Tree products into items that look like they belong in high-end home decor stores. 9. The Dollar Tree DIY secret that can save you hundreds. Here's something that experienced Dollar Tree shoppers understand that most people completely miss. Dollar Tree isn't always the best place to buy finished products. It's one of the best places to buy affordable foundations for DIY upgrades. Professional organizers and home decor enthusiasts often look beyond the appearance of an item and focus on its potential. Take Dollar Tree's plastic storage bins and organizers, for example. At first glance, they look simple and inexpensive. The glossy finish and bright colors may even make them seem cheap. But underneath that appearance, many of these organizers offer surprisingly practical designs. They have functional dimensions, sturdy enough construction for everyday use, and sizes that fit perfectly inside kitchen cabinets, bathroom drawers, pantry shelves, and laundry rooms. Comparable storage solutions sold by specialty home organization stores can cost 5 to 10 times more. Often the main difference comes down to aesthetics rather than functionality. That's where a little creativity can make a huge impact. Many DIY enthusiasts refresh these organizers using affordable spray paints designed for plastic surfaces. Matte finishes, neutral tones, and textured coatings can completely transform the look of basic bins into something that appears far more expensive. The process is simple. Clean the surface thoroughly. Lightly sand the plastic if recommended by the paint manufacturer. Apply several thin coats of paint. Allow adequate drying time before use. The result can be a customized organization system that fits your personal style without the premium price tag. A fully organized pantry or bathroom using upgraded Dollar Tree organizers may cost a fraction of what similar setups would cost from higher-end retailers. This is the mindset difference between casual shoppers and strategic shoppers. Casual shoppers ask, "Is this item perfect right now?" Smart shoppers ask, "Can this become exactly what I need at a much lower cost?" Dollar Tree works best when viewed as a resource rather than a one-stop solution for everything. And that brings us to the final section. Because despite all the potential pitfalls we've discussed, there are still certain Dollar Tree products that seasoned shoppers buy again and again without hesitation. 10. The Dollar Tree products that are actually worth buying. After everything we've covered, you might be wondering whether there's anything at Dollar Tree that's genuinely worth purchasing. The answer is absolutely yes. The smartest shoppers don't avoid Dollar Tree entirely. They simply know exactly what to buy and what to skip. One of the best values in the entire store is greeting cards. Many Dollar Tree locations carry cards that offer excellent quality for a fraction of what you'd pay elsewhere. At specialty card stores or larger retailers, a single greeting card can cost anywhere from $4 to $7. At Dollar Tree, similar cards often cost dramatically less while still delivering the same heartfelt message. If you regularly attend birthdays, weddings, graduations, or holiday gatherings, those savings can add up quickly throughout the year. Another category that consistently provides value is party supplies. Items like helium balloons, gift bags, tissue paper, and basic decorations often perform just as well as alternatives sold at dedicated party stores, but at significantly lower prices. For occasional events and celebrations, these products can help stretch your budget without sacrificing convenience. Cleaning products are another area where many experienced shoppers find hidden gems. Certain Dollar Tree cleaning brands have developed strong reputations among bargain-conscious consumers because they deliver solid performance at very affordable prices. While premium brands certainly have their place, not every cleaning task requires the most expensive option on the shelf. The key lesson is simple. Dollar Tree isn't automatically good, and it isn't automatically bad. Shopping there successfully requires a strategy. Buy products where lower prices don't significantly affect quality. Avoid categories involving health, safety, long-term durability, or products that could become more expensive through frequent replacement. The difference between wasting money and finding incredible bargains often comes down to knowledge. Smart shoppers don't assume everything is a deal. They compare, they evaluate, and they purchase intentionally. Dollar Tree can absolutely help you save money, but only if you understand which products deserve a place in your cart and which ones are better left on the shelf. Now we'd love to hear from you. What's the best Dollar Tree purchase you've ever made? And what's one item you'll never buy there again? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your advice might help another shopper save money and avoid costly mistakes. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more smart shopping tips that help you protect both your wallet and your health. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.